Salut à tous les amis, on est de retour pour la suite et sûrement la fin de notre aventure sur Inquisitor et on va se diriger directement vers la clinique pour avoir d'autres informations supplémentaires parce que là je pense qu'on arrive vraiment vers le dénouement final. Il y a beaucoup de choses qui vont se passer, donc c'est parti, let's go. Comme vous le savez, je ne parle pas beaucoup durant cette aventure, on essaye d'avancer au fur et à mesure, on explore et on parle pas durant les dialogues surtout. Donc, let's go, allons vers la clinique, c'est parti.
Have you seen Ingvar, brother? I need to speak to him.
He's probably at his place. He lives above the clinic. Look for the door with the rod of Asclepius on it.
Hello, brother. Where can I find the medic?
I don't know, Master. I'm new around here.
I'm looking for the Venerable Ingvar.
I have not seen him today.
Ok. Donc là, il nous a dit que il se trouve normalement dans son logement, qui se situe au-dessus de la clinique. Donc à mon avis, il y aurait peut-être un escalier dans le coin qui nous permettra de monter à l'étage. Donc voyons voir. Normalement, on devrait trouver la zone. Alors, où est-ce qu'il y aurait un escalier? Ah bah par là, voilà. Allez, let's go.
Rod of Asclepius. It has to be Ingvar's place. Books and medical studies. Who would have expected? Ingvar likes to drink, just like any other. He didn't finish his dinner. A secret passage.
Bon. Alors, voyons voir ce qu'il y a ici dans ce passage souterrain.
The catacombs.
Des catacombes, ok. On atterrit dans les catacombes et on va voir ce qui s'y passe. Alors, moi, qu'est-ce qu'ils foutent là, eux?
Tis true.
Ah, d'accord. Ah, ils veulent ma peau. Ok. 3 contre 1, c'est quand même pas équitable. Hein. Aïe. Allez, allez. Allez, mange. Mange. Aïe. Bon, j'en ai eu un. Allez, voilà, le deuxième. Viens là, toi. Et voilà le troisième. Bon. Allez, on avance.
There must be something valuable in the catacombs, since they're patrolled by the Cardinal's soldiers.
Eh ben, c'est un labyrinthe ce truc, hein. Il y a plusieurs chemins, donc je sais même pas si j'emprunte le bon chemin ou pas, si je suis dans la bonne direction ou pas. Mais bon, on va voir. Alors, on va descendre. J'ai dû louper un truc sur le côté gauche tout à l'heure, mais... Ah, il y a une pièce ici. À mon avis, il y a pas mal de choses à fouiller. On va essayer de fouiller le laboratoire. Let's go.
So, her disappearance was Ingvar's doing. The damned medic used the necklace to get the Pugio. He also used it to lure the innkeeper to the graveyard and kill him there. It's probably some kind of trick. Secrets of Persian medicine. Of herbs and ways of brewing healing decoctions. The treatment of melancholy should begin by perforating the patient's skull. After which, the person should be hung upside down from the ceiling so that the noxious matter finds an outlet from the head. It is important that no one is near the patient during this time, because the melancholy that exits the afflicted can take hold of a healthy person instead. Then they too will need to be treated. Oh, a novel method. Enochian alphabet. Could Ingvar be learning the language of angels? Interesting. Something doesn't add up. Oops. Of necromancy and the arcane art of soul transplantation. Well, well. Someone's been dabbling in black magic. A spell allowing one to transplant a human soul into another body opposes the laws of nature. For this reason, its magic does not last. It needs to be strengthened with the blood of a fallen angel until the soul is permanently bound to a body. It is a long process. However, it can be hastened by feeding the fallen one human entrails, thus making his blood more potent. The mystery of the murders has been solved. Ingvar was performing a transplantation ritual. He needed the victim's organs to make the fallen angel's blood bind the soul to its new host. I wonder how he managed to gain control over him. Whose soul did he transplant? And who supplied the body? And what is that? The markings look like those after opening a door.
Ok, il y a un petit casse-tête. Alors là, je sais pas du tout comment faire. Ça va être peut-être du pif, hein, parce que là... alors, non. Je sais pas dans quel sens faut le mettre. On va essayer... Ah bah, j'ai fait au pif. Au pif. Au pif, au pif. Bon, let's go. Allez, voyons voir ce qu'il y a dans ces souterrains. À mon avis, pas mal de choses intéressantes. Alors, on avance dans les tréfonds de ces catacombes, sans savoir où j'ai. Et à mon avis, au bout du tunnel, on va avoir des indices. Oula, une grande salle. Ouais. Oh lolo. Une drôle de grande salle.
Sanctus. Only a few people can light this flame. What did Ingvar need it for?
Alors ça c'est un truc... Qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Qu'est-ce que c'est le bordel? Ah! Ah! Ça y est, je vois, c'est bon, j'ai grillé. En fait, il faut que je les tape dans l'ordre. Et si j'appuie sur le mauvais truc, bah ça revient au truc normal, quoi. Ah d'accord. Ok, alors il y a celui-là. Non, c'est pas celui-là. Celui-là et celui-là. Ensuite, celui-là. Ouais. C'est pas bon. Ok, celui-là. 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 Non. Hop. 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 Celui-là. Ok. Ah bah, c'était une chance sur deux. Tac. 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 tac et tac. Ok. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dedans? Ah, c'est pour une bougie. Ah ouais, pour allumer les... D'accord, ok. Bon, je pense qu'il y aura une espèce de rituel ici encore. J'imagine qu'on va aller dans le non-monde encore. Oh, c'est cette horreur. J'ai horreur du non-monde. C'est le truc que je déteste le plus dans ce jeu. C'est aller dans le non-monde. Voilà. Je vous le dis, je déteste ce truc.
By the nails and thorns, an Enochian circle. Whatever the purpose that drove its creation, it will not be easy to get Ingvar to reveal it. I'll learn more quickly in the Umworld.
Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us. Draw out evil from darkness, so we may be vanquished in thy name. Amen.
Allez les amis, c'est reparti pour le non-monde, vous savez comment ça se passe. 5 fragments à récupérer et revenir au centre pour pouvoir les mettre et découvrir un peu plus sur l'histoire. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a ici? Oh, famine, fléau. Ok, c'est bon, j'ai compris le délire. À mon avis, c'est en rapport avec ces trucs rouges là qu'on voit au sol. Donc à mon avis, il faudra les éviter. Ah là là là, je déteste le non-monde. Je pense ça va nous prendre pas mal de temps de venir dans cette zone. Enfin, de rester dans cette zone avec les 5 fragments. Mais bon, on va essayer de faire du mieux qu'on peut pour avoir ces 5 fragments. Let's go.
The Three Kings. Perfect. Now speak. shall perform a sacred ritual. Do not concern yourselves with that. The third blade will soon fall into our hands.
can feed the fallen on her errands.
Allez, 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 il nous reste un dernier fragment. Et on y arrive, les amis. C'est long, c'est long. Je déteste le non-monde. Vous avez vu le nombre de temps qu'on met dans le non-monde pour pouvoir faire ces trucs-là. C'est un truc que je déteste dans tout le jeu. Si on additionne tous les non-mondes qu'on a fait, on a dépassé les 2 heures, hein, je vous le dis. Hein. Alors, oh, c'est horrible. C'est horrible cette zone. Allez, le dernier fragment. Et on en aura fini de cette horreur. Aïe, 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 je vous jure.
Let each man prove that they remain worthy of leading the cult.
Allez, enfin! Enfin, on y arrive dans cette fin du non-monde. On va au milieu. On découvre un petit peu l'histoire de ce qui va se passer. Et enfin, oh là là, il nous reste un dernier non-monde, hein, normalement. Et après, ce sera fini. Allez, voyons voir ce qui s'y passe.
Let each man prove that they remain worthy of leading the cult. The 3 kings. Perfect. Now speak.
The circle is ready. When the moon rises, we shall perform the summoning ritual.
The Countess's servant has already been sacrificed. We can feed the fallen one her innards.
Everything is proceeding according to plan. The girl's necklace will allow Johannes to intercept the dagger.
The spear remains the only problem. We still don't know how to obtain it.
Do not concern yourselves with that. The 3rd blade will soon fall into our hands. I have personally made sure of that.
That's why he called her Johannes. Otherwise, a queen card would have appeared in her hand. I must interrogate Ingvar and find out why these damned kings want the 3 blades from Canada so badly.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear. I must admit, Inquisitor, you've managed to impress me. I figured that you'd show the Pugio to the brothers Finkelstein, which is why I pay them to mislead you. But Despite all that, you still managed to learn of the existence of the three blades from Caliga. Brother Marrow told me you've been inquiring about them. Do you know what these blades are?
They're weapons of Roman legionnaires.
They're much more than that. We are told repeatedly that during the Way of the Cross, Jesus thrice fell under the weight of the patibulum he was carrying. That is a blatant lie. He fell because he had been wounded by 3 legionnaires who were escorting him to Golgotha. Gaius cut Jesus' arm with a dagger. Cassius stabbed his thigh with a sword. And Longinus thrust a spear into his calf. All 3 of them survived the slaughter that Jesus brought on the Romans once he descended from the cross. They fled to the far north and founded a city there, whose name is the amalgamation of the first letters from their names. C-A from Cassius, L-O from Longinus, and G-A from Gaius. Caloga.
So, the 3 blades from Caliga are weapons that were used to inflict wounds on God.
That's correct. I will gladly tell you the purpose that we intend to use them for. You only need to decide whose side you're on. Are you with us? Or are you with the Countess?
I am on nobody's side. I'm the Lord's devoted servant.
I knew you'd say that. You Inquisitors are so predictable. Seize him!
Oh là là, c'est la castagne avec tout ce monde-là, je vais jamais réussir. Il y en a trop. Oh là là, oh là là, oh le merdier, oh le bordel, bah ils sont combien là-dedans? What the hell? Bah, ça fait partie du scénario, il faut que je me laisse crever parce qu'il y en a beaucoup trop là. Oh le bordel. Bon, je pense que les amis, je vais me laisser crever, il y en a beaucoup trop là. J'en ai tué quelques-uns, mais je pense que je vais me laisser crever. Hein. Ah, mais ça fait partie du scénario. Ah oui, ça fait partie du scénario. Oh là là, il fallait le dire. Je passais je sais pas combien de temps dessus. Ok. Bon, voyons voir. Hein.
Let's put an end to this masquerade. I know who you are. The Venerable Ingvar. His Eminence Ansgar von Niedrich. And the beautiful Liliana. Or rather, Johannes Reuchlin.
Hello, Mortimer.
You've managed to learn quite a lot. Bravo.
Why Liliana? What made you choose her?
Well, she was the only one we had on hand.
Johannes was poisoned. Liliana and I found him dying in a cell, but it was too late to save him. I had to use a spell devised by Magnus of Podvar that allows for the transfer of one's soul into a different body. I extracted the soul from Johannes and implanted it into Liliana.
Thanks to her, we managed to obtain the Pugio. So it all turned out for the best in the end.
You obtained it and lost it.
You are to blame for that, Inquisitor. Remember when we were assaulted in the alley? I hurt my arm there because of you. A seemingly harmless cut became the gate through which Liliana's soul returned to her body. When that idiot figured out she had killed the harlot, she panicked. And for a while, I lost access to her mind. That was when she got rid of the dagger.
Luckily, the blade found its way back to us.
What do you want from me?
What makes you think we want something?
If you didn't, I'd be dead.
That's true. Before my soldiers rendered you unconscious, you said that you were not on anyone's side. We hope that you'll change your mind once you understand our goal.
You're followers of the cult. You want to bring about the apocalypse.
It's the only way to purge the world of filth and omnipresent evil. The end must come if we are to have a new beginning.
The wheel has already been set in motion. We have summoned the four horsemen into the unworld.
So that's what the Enochian Circle is for. I thought that you'd summon the fallen angel. But you had gone well beyond that. That's the reason for these accursed clouds. Were the killings also connected to this?
The ritual required human sacrifices.
The Countess's servant had the necklace. The mayor was close to uncovering the truth. And the innkeeper was spying for Isabella. By murdering them, you managed to kill two birds with one stone. And what about the harlot? Why her?
She was an easy and necessary target.
You are fools if you believe you'll be able to control the horsemen. Once they cross over into our world, they will destroy everything and everyone, including you.
We will not be the ones commanding them. Jesus will.
Jesus?
Everyone thinks that he died centuries ago. But that is not true. Christ only fell into lethargy, and we will soon awaken him.
When our Lord returns to us, the words of the Revelation will be fulfilled. The four horsemen will purge the earth of sinners and non-believers. Christ will then lead the followers of the cult to create a new world, one based on the words of the Scripture.
How do you mean to accomplish that?
The three blades from Caliga are the key. Each of them can be used to open the door to the unworld, where Jesus' slumbering emanation resides.
It is the only weapon with which God can be killed. Its power will make Christ awaken from his lethargy. When this comes to pass, we will hand the blades over to him in an act of offertory, which will make him invincible.
3 gifts from the 3 kings.
The Gladius has been in our hands for a long time. We already have the Pugio as well. Unfortunately, Isabella still has the Hasta.
We plan to take the spear from her by force, but the bitch's palace is a fortress. A small force is enough to defend it. Even a mighty army will break on its walls.
Unlike a man whom she had previously hosted as her guest before.
You want me to steal the third blade for you?
If you do this, you will have the honor of resurrecting Christ Vengeful. Just think, you'll be given an opportunity to commune with the Creator.
Fine. I will get the Hasta. I'm willing to do anything for Christ.
A wise choice, Master Vanity.
We'll be waiting at the Enochian Circle. Be quick about it, and you'll be rewarded.
One more thing, Inquisitor. I gave you Sureskin during our first meeting. It's time to return the favor.
What am I to do?
Kill that damn bitch, the Countess. Then I'll consider us even.
Where is that scamp?
Bon. On va aller trouver
Must be the mark of the cult.
Amelia. Ah, elle s'est cachée, donc je sais pas où elle est partie. Qui va sûrement nous indiquer le chemin à suivre. Pour aller directement, je pense, voir la comtesse et la tuer, hein, puisque c'est ce qu'il nous a demandé les trois sbires là. En tout cas, je sais qu'il y a plusieurs fins. Je sais pas si on va faire la bonne fin, mais en tout cas, il y a peut-être 3 fins ou 2 fins différentes, je sais pas exactement. Donc on va voir. On va voir si j'ai choisi le bon chemin ou pas. Allez, let's go.
I'm over here!
Let's get out of here.
I wouldn't trust them if I were you.
Don't worry, Scamp. I know what I'm doing. You'd better tell me. What did the Countess have to say?
I wasn't able to talk to her. Her guards didn't let me into the palace. I told them I had an important message for her, but they laughed at me.
It's alright. It doesn't matter anymore. How did you get here anyway?
I came to the clinic as you told me to. You weren't there. But friend picked up your scent and followed it. He's the one that brought me here.
You shouldn't have come here. God only knows what would happen if you were caught by the Cardinal's soldiers.
Friend would protect me. Besides, you needed help.
I managed. On my own.
Because you agreed to get the spear. If
a witch had a habit,
She'd be a nun.
But...
enough talking.
By the Lord's sword. What's going on here?
The riots in town have gotten worse ever since the 4th cloud appeared in the sky.
4th? By the nails and thorns.
What now?
I must meet with the Countess, whether she'd like to or not. Then I'll decide what to do next.
I know an underground entrance to the palace. It's the fastest way. Come on, I'll take you. Not a soul in sight.
Let's have a look inside the palace. Maybe we'll find someone there.
What do you think?
Allez, allons voir ce qui se passe dans le palais. Il y aura forcément des choses intéressantes et il faudra tuer forcément la comtesse. Let's go.
I doubt it. The Countess's palace is a fortress. Her guards would have no trouble defending it.
So, why isn't anyone here?
We'll find out soon, I hope. Nontel.
Leave it. The wound is not serious.
What happened?
It was Isabella. She's the vampire you've been looking for.
The Countess.
Kill her, Inquisitor. Before it's too late. Use the blade from Caliga. It's the only thing that can hurt her.
The Cardinal took the Pugio from me.
You'll find the Hasta in the secret chamber. Drive it through the Countess's heart. It's your only chance.
Luckily, she only fainted. Find something that can be used to treat her wound. But whatever you do, don't enter the palace. Dead. I don't expect to find anyone alive here. He's gone. The wounds look like those from a bear attack. They all have similar ones. Strange. This one's dead too. Another corpse.
Ok.
This might be the entrance to the secret chamber.
Ok, d'accord. On a une petite énigme pour ouvrir la porte secrète qui mène sûrement au sous-sol de là où se cache la comtesse. J'ai comme l'impression que la comtesse, en fait, c'est peut-être elle la vampire qu'on parle depuis le début, en fait. Alors, oh, je vois un petit peu ce délire là. Alors, bon là on a la main. Déjà. Ça reste là. Et ben voilà. Nickel. Ok. Bon, je pense qu'on va fighter la dame. Hein. C'est sûr. Il y aura un combat avec la comtesse, ça c'est sûr. Allez, c'est parti pour le fight avec la comtesse. La vampire. Putain, mais elle est agile celle-là. Hein. Mais arrête de te prendre pour une samouraï. Wesh, la meuf, elle fait des roulades, des selle-toi arrière, des pirouettes. Oh. Tu vas te calmer, oui. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Oh. Wesh, elle fait quoi dans les airs? Hein? Descends. Wesh, t'es pas net en fait. Hein. Alors, ah, au feu. Ah bah d'accord. Mange. Ah merde, il faut que je la vise sur elle. Ok, si elle va dans le feu, ça va la cramer. Alors viens par là, gamine. Viens par là, viens vers le feu. Recule, recule. Pas la crame. Voilà. Voilà, c'est bon. On va essayer de faire avec les autres trucs de feu. Ça devrait aller normalement.
Get out of here! I will die if I don't think of something quickly. By the nails and thorns. The mask of the Merry Executioner from Tianan. It's my only hope. It is likely enough that I am going to my doom. The last march of the Inquisitor.
Isabella, my fair leech, dance with me, the I beseech.
Bon, maintenant qu'on a le masque, on va devenir fou. Et on l'aura beaucoup plus facilement. Ah, les coups sont plus violents. Hein. Ah ouais, avec le masque, on est devenu complètement malade, quoi. Possédé limite, quoi. Ah ouais, on est plus puissant, quoi.
Let us end things on a jeer. The Countess dances on my spear. Now I hear the mask's vile chatter, telling me to grab my dagger, carve myself with proper swagger. The samurai, their way I'll follow. Soon my stomach I'll have hollowed.
You're scaring me, Inquisitor. Take off that mask and stop fooling around.
That's the pickle that I'm in. I can't remove it without skin. Only God and death have control over the mask. How did you manage to take it off?
I just grabbed it and removed it.
Lucky for me. Speaking in those pathetic rhymes was driving me crazy. What about Nantal?
She woke up as I was treating her. Her wound is no longer bleeding.
Why did you come here? I told you not to enter the palace.
Friend ran inside. I followed him. Nantal told me to stop him, but I didn't listen, and now he's dead.
He died defending you. Like a true friend.
Can I say goodbye to him?
Of course.
Bon, la comtesse, c'est fait. On va récupérer la lame. Et on va sortir d'ici, je pense, juste après.
The Countess wasn't lying when she talked about the strength coming from the three blades. Let's go, Scamp. I must ask Nantal a few questions.
Farewell, friend. I will never forget you.
You did it, Inquisitor. Praise be to the vengeful god.
How did this happen?
When the second cloud appeared in the sky, Isabella ordered me to bring a few paupers from the harbor to the palace. She claimed that His Eminence was a follower of the cult, and that he meant to bring about the apocalypse. I was convinced that she wanted to stop him by stirring up the common folk against him.
But you were wrong.
The Countess led the paupers to a secret chamber and ordered that no one disturb them. After several hours, she emerged from the chamber as a bloodthirsty monster. It was then that I realized that she was a member of the Sabbath, and that she wanted to use the blades from Calaga to carry out her own plan.
Are you saying that the Sabbath was created by vampires?
They were once beings of light. At least that's what they claim. Supposedly, they became bloodsuckers because of the dark magic that tainted the world when Christ ascended from the cross. For centuries, vampires have been searching for a way to undo the curse. They believed that light would return when they destroy Jesus' dark emanation, existing as the murk in the unworld.
Let me guess. They wanted to use the 3 blades from Caliga to accomplish this.
Isabella only had one of them. I believe she wanted to acquire the other 2 by using her vampiric power. She needed human blood to awaken it, and likely didn't expect that the taste of blood would stir the dark desires and hungers she would not be able to control.
How do you know all that?
I am a spy for the Holy Office's inner circle. I discovered everything by collecting information about Caliga. The Countess was my best source, but I failed to see that she was playing on 2 fronts. I believed her to be a harmless aristocrat passionate about the life of Christ, but she proved more dangerous than the followers of the cult.
Is what they told me about Jesus true?
Do not be deceived by their words. They're madmen. Roychlin in particular. The old man used to work for the Countess, but they parted ways when Isabella found out he was a follower of the cult. It was he who infected the Cardinal with the apocalyptic vision of Christ's awakening. But he didn't share his full knowledge with him, which is what allowed him to pull the strings. The Countess knew that Roychlin was a threat, which is why she had him poisoned. Unfortunately, it was not effective. When the clouds began to appear in the sky, it became obvious that the old man had survived. I don't know how he managed it. The poison that the innkeeper mixed into his meal was potent enough to kill 12 men.
Ingvar transplanted his soul into Liliana's body.
You must stop him, Inquisitor. The 4 horsemen must be sent back into the void from whence they were summoned. If they remain in the unworld, they will create a gate through which they will cross over into our world, and we will then meet our doom.
How do I do that?
All I know is it requires an act of sacrifice.
In the Umworld, it's not easy to survive there as it is.
Get the 3 blades from Caliga. They will give you strength. Unfortunately, I will not be able to help you. Forgive me.
Find the guard captain, Scamp. Tell him to gather his men and come to the catacombs. It's possible that I will need their help.
And what about her?
Have the captain send someone for her. For ruthlessness in fighting my enemies, I thank thee, Lord.
Bon, maintenant que la sauvegarde est faite, on va aller directement vers le cercle. C'est là où on était justement tout à l'heure, lorsqu'il y a eu l'espèce d'énigme avec les crânes, dans la grande salle centrale avec les 3 flammes. Je pense qu'il faudra retourner là-bas. Et je pense que là, c'est là où ça va se dérouler la fin de l'aventure, hein, je pense, hein, les amis. Parce que là, on a dépassé l'heure de jeu, l'heure et quart de jeu. Je pense qu'on est dans la fin. Évidemment, on va aller voir ce qui s'y passe de l'autre côté.
Merciless Mary, grant me the gift of sternness that I may never mete out punishment in moderation.
Get him. Don't kill him.
Let go.
Let him go, dog. Let him watch in awe. Wasted effort, Inquisitor. The fallen angel answers only to me.
You killed the Cardinal and Ingvar. Why?
They outlived their usefulness. Those naive fools believed it was possible to resurrect Christ vengeful. I chose not to disillusion them, as they served my purpose. I needed the Cardinal's influence and Ingvar's skills. Both of them were my puppets, just like you. The third blade from Calaga. I have them all at last. I didn't think you'd manage it. I thought you would die or flee. I planned on sending the fallen one for the Hasta. But since you did fetch it, you will witness the birth of a new god.
What are you trying to achieve?
I will use the power of the blades to enter the unworld and return an immortal deity, leading the four horsemen in a new body woven from darkness itself. I shall sow terror in people's hearts. All the kings of this world will have to bow to me.
Sword. He's done it. He's entered the Homeworld.
The transplantation spell still binds him to the girl. Kill her. It is the only way to destroy his spirit.
You want to be free of him. Why don't you do it yourself?
I cannot lift a hand against the one who holds power over me. However, I was not ordered to guard him, so I won't stand in your way.
Liliana is innocent. Reuchlin only used her flesh. He said that he'd leave her body once he exited the Homeworld, so she could still be saved.
Don't be a fool, Inquisitor. The four horsemen will soon appear. Reuchlin will have to satiate their hunger by giving them the townsfolk to feast on. You must choose. Either her or them.
I won't kill an innocent woman.
She's dead.
Did you think she could be saved? Poor fool. I sucked out all her life force. Her soul is burning in hell.
You'll pay for this.
You'll join her soon enough. Keeping you here would be a mistake. You carry a hidden power within you that could threaten me. That much is clear to me now.
What power? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the carte blanche you drew from the deck of Saint Timerius. The blank card can trump all others. You drew it because you are the blade, although you remain ignorant of it. You could have stopped me, Inquisitor, but you were blind.
You're lying.
I could kill you, but I'll let you ruminate on your mistake. In
C'est la fin de notre aventure sur The Inquisitor. J'espère que ça vous a plu, likez, partagez, abonnez-vous. On se retrouvera très prochainement pour de nouvelles aventures sur la chaîne dès cette semaine. Ciao, bye bye.